Welcome to my live. I forgot my PC downstairs, but I don't want to go. Where are all my people? Let's have a chat. Where are all my people? Come. Oh, sound like attention. Is this? Come. Oh. My baby, my baby. Where are all my FIFO? Come. Oh. I saw a video of two men, grown men, fighting in the plane. I think I talked about it the last time. That was one hell of an embarrassment. Hello, mama girl. Hey, sister girl. This is one thing with frontal. Frontal, oh, it hurts. Like, it's beautiful. Frontal is beautiful, I'm never gonna lie. But the itching, it's a no. I'm so excited it's Friday again. Like, by this time last week, I think by this time last week, I think we're already back. So yeah, so excited it's Friday again. Like, just that time of the, and I was even thinking yesterday. My friend was like, "Oh, this week runs so fast." I said, "No, this year runs so fast." Thank you. It looks good on me, but Jesus Christ, the here at some point it start hurting. Can't wait to take it off. It's beautiful to do it for only for 1 week. And good thing is a good hair, so I can always use it. It's a good hair, so I can always use it. Guys, what are we talking about today? Today I'm going with the flow. Like, I was asking my friend, like, what do you think I should talk about my life today? But the thing is, I really don't have anything in mind. So I'm gonna go with the flow. Thank you, Mama. I'm gonna go with the flow and just enjoy the time, I normally spend 1 hour of my life and we'll talk about things that are interesting. But maybe I should talk about Dirty December, the one Nigeria Dirty December. Have you heard of Dirty December? It's where you party from morning to night, all days of the week. I have experienced it. It was worth the travel. It was worth everything. I don't know if I should go, but I don't feel like it. Don't feel like it. To be too much noise. Like it's when you're just tired and just want to go relax. Or you've made so much. Anywho, how you guys prepare for Christmas? This year ran so fast. I'm just here taking a stock of my life. Like I think few days ago, someone was telling me, "Oh, I was unable to save a lot this year." I'm like, "You are unable to save a lot." I saved my life is all I did this year. I saved myself the stress of this year, Jesus. And I also think every year comes with its own stress. Every year comes with its own um wahala, I would say. Every year has its own. There's something. So this year is just one of those year where you feel challenged and only the strong survive, I would say. But otherwise, this year has been amazing. God has been faithful. It would really be a bad thing if I would like say, oh, it was all bad this year. No, God was really faithful. God looked after me, sustained me, loved me. There's nothing I could possibly have asked that I didn't get. So, so God is always at work in me. So yeah, this year was a year. Do I feel like I could achieve more? I could have. Yes, I felt like that. But it is what it is. Let me increase the light. So it is what it is. This year really like came in strong, but we win. Hello, Dada. Hello, baby. So yeah. So what would you say is your biggest challenge this year you faced? Biggest challenge. Oops. See the way I'm sitting. For me, like if there was one thing, a couple of things. I wrote them down. It's downstairs. Hello, Kyoto. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas in advance. How you preparing for the Christmas? Hey, how you preparing for the Christmas, by the way? Is there any special tradition? Hey, hey. I see you. How you preparing for the Christmas? Okay. How you prepare for the Christmas? For me, I don't think I'm actually preparing. I don't know. Last year I had like list things planned, like I'm gonna do this year, I'm gonna do this year. Sorry, the for Christmas. But this year I really have no zero zuch plans. I really do not have any plan this year. So guys, what are the normal tradition? For me, what when I was growing up, the normal why are you sending I like I don't have no plans this year. For real. The normal plan normally back then when we were growing up, the normal Christmas plans and it's also like linked with my birthday. So I was like, okay, my birthday is December 15th and Christmas is like 10 days away. So like any plans I have, I kind of leave it for my birthday celebration. Jesus will take care of his own birthday. He's the King of Kings. I mean, he take care of my birthday. I ask him for birthday present, and I give him praise in return for his own birthday. I think the more you grow older, the more you realize, like, okay, I just want peace and quiet for Christmas. And let's even talk about something. I wanted to make a video about this, but I said I was going to start with a live talk. Is it true that the old, like, people who, the longer you stay single, the more difficult it is to share your space with another person? How true is it? That the longer you stay single, the more chances for you to remain single, because you feel like, I don't want anybody in my space anymore. I don't want anybody telling me what to do, stuff like that. Is it true? Because it was like an argument on TikTok, and I was like, but that's absolutely correct, because even though sometimes you feel lonely, but still you still feel like, I just want space to myself. I just want myself to myself, I don't want to share my bed with anybody. I don't want to share my time with anybody. So the more you, that's why you see people who get like all these lover girls and lover boy, when they really get out of a long-term relationship, some will be like, okay, I want to take my time to heal. And before you know it, some is already in a new relationship. That's because it's who they are, and they just want to be with somebody else when they are not with somebody. You understand? So that's my take on that. So the longer you stay single, the more you just want to be by yourself. And Christmas is coming, is a lonely season, I would say. And also in Europe, especially when it's cold, you become more lonely because it's cold, there is nothing to do. So you become more lonely. People have the tendency to be depressed. People have the tendency to, and this is like a kind of a depressed season for a lot of people. So for me, I feel like if you get to that point where winter season kind of like depresses you, then you should find somebody. Then don't say, okay, I do not want because it's actually a two-way street, I would say. It's a two-way thing. It's not like a one thing. You can sit down and tell yourself, okay, I want to like be alone for some time, but I want to have somebody that I could call, that could come over. I remember when I had opportunity of being friends with somebody quite successful, and he told me, oh yeah, I have a relationship of 5 years. And I'm like, okay. And he told me, yeah, I was alone for a very long time. So therefore, I don't want to bring, thank you so much. Thank you. Like the life as you come. Thank you. She said, I look nice. So, and then he told me he didn't want to be like, he don't want to share his bed with anybody. So he liked the distance relationship. And it kind of made me, thank you so much for liking it. Thank you. Nollywood fantasy. Hey, you welcome. I am a he. Sorry, oh, hey he. Sorry, Hike. I should have read your name appropriately. I'm so sorry. Have you forgiven me? Okay. So what? Okay, this is the topic we're talking about. The more you stay single, the more you want to stay single. Like there are people who goes from, these are the kind of category of persons, right? There are people who leave their parents' house, go to the university. But it's true, why are you laughing? There are people who leave their parents' house, go to the university, and afterwards become, they did not have any roommates, they were all by themselves. After that, they finish university, they started working all by themselves. Those kind of people, it takes time to adapt to relationship. Thank you so much. Those kind of people, okay, do have a lovely time. Oh, you too, do the same, man. There's a plus sign, so you can also gift me like cash gift and all that. Check it, you see? There's a gift sign that you can do. So those people, it takes them time to adapt. That's why I used to say this before going into being man, woman, girl, boy. Stop forcing yourself on people, like for my ladies. Because sometimes there are people who are used to being alone. They need time to adapt. Imagine somebody who lived all their life with their parents. After a couple of years, they went to university or went to school. They stayed in school for a very long time and then graduated. And then they had relationship in school, but they did not stay, live together with that partner. And then they were always by themselves. Those kind of people, you fell in love with them, or those people fall in love with you, and you expect them to just adapt, to just immediately, like a click, like a switch. They are not robots. So there are different people and different relationship issues. In 2020, when during the lockdown, because there was no working, nothing, 80% of relationships packed up, marriages packed up. Do you know why? Because that was where they were living together. Everybody was in the same space. They couldn't handle it anymore. So that was why. So there are a lot of people, you need to know, like, people, the kind of partner you are getting involved with, being man, it doesn't even, some people be like, oh, it's women. It's not about the women, it's also the men. There are some men who lived with their parents did everything for them, went to school, finished from school, and then they have their own property. And you expect those people to just all of a sudden be seeing a woman in their house every day. No, it doesn't really happen in Africa as much, but in Europe, America, all those countries, it does happen a lot. That's why you see some people, they'll be like 50 years single, 60 years single, no kids, nothing. It doesn't mean like they were bad people. It just means that that was how they were brought up, you know? It is how what they got used to. They love being alone. So sharing their bed with you every day is not something they would do. It's not something they want to do, you know? That's my opinion on that. I mean, I'm back in the day. When I just came to Europe, I met like a couple of good men, I would say, and they tell me, oh, there was one in particular who said, no, I don't like to share. So I was like, oh, are we coming for the weekend? So I went for the weekend, and afterwards I went back home, right? And then I said, oh, the other weekend, I said, okay, I was gonna come. And he was like, no, that's too quick. You were here last week. And I got to understand that this person really do like me, but it will take a lot of time to adapt to him having a female around him. So before you give up on that relationship, on that man, think about their background. Think about what is he used to. Is he used to being alone? There are some people that are just a loner. Is he used to just being by himself? So before you give up on any relationship, especially if the person, you know this person loved me. There are people who just close from work. Like when I really work, when I like if I have to work all the time, there's a time I work maybe 8, 10 hours a day. When I come home, I do not want to speak to anybody. I don't care who you are, I don't want to speak. Now, at that point, if you're in a relationship with me, you'll be wondering, does she even love me? But I genuinely do, but I don't want to talk. I genuinely do not want to talk. So you could like, this girl is weird. But I'm like, I'm just needing my space. Why is he angry? So communication sometimes, it comes in you being observant and asking the question. It's not all the communication that comes from verbal, speaking. It's not all the understanding. Why did he not tell me? Sometimes you observe, or why did she not tell me? Like, I remember anytime like that period, people will be like, the person I was like, why don't you call when you get home? I'm like, "It's because I'm tired. I just want to. I like I like dark room. Doesn't mean I'm one fetish person, but I like being in the dark. Before I can sleep, it has to be blank dark. It has to be very dark. And my phone is on flight mode because the light can wake me up. So you calling like 40 times does not mean I'm going to pick the call because I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping. So in my opinion, that's what I would say. Like relationship like that, you need time. You need time to adapt to the person, to the circumstances. You just need time. You really do need time. If not for self-control, there's a chocolate just looking at me. Yeah, I really want to eat it. I really want to eat it. I'm gonna have self-control and keep it. So for me, like relationship, there's just a lot, a lot. You see, some women, oh, this man does not give me time. It's because he was used to being alone for a very long time. Or probably the relationship they were before, there was a lot of things that happened that now shaped them in being different. So I do not like judge anymore when people like 60 single, no kids. I look at their background. They like their space. Just because you want it doesn't mean other people do. Hey, Milako, Ka, Milaka. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Like my life as you come. There's a thumb up. Just clicking it. It kind of like that's the way to help outside the interviews. That's another way to like encourage me to come on life more. So we're talking about people. This is just to refresh the room. People who stays in a relation, like people who the longer you stay single, the more you want to be alone. The more you want to be single. Not really single, but be alone. There's a difference. There are people that are almost alone but are not single. They can have a spouse that understand that this person likes space. So it doesn't mean single. And that's the reason. And also, background also have a major role to play with that. When the person is, yeah, so background have a lot of role to play. Like we made an example, like someone who was born and then stayed in a house that had their own room, and then at a very young age you have to knock on the door before coming in. Those people go to the university with their own space as well, like a student studio. They finish from school, they're like introverts. I wouldn't say they are introverts, but some people, circumstances make them introverts, because I hear people go, I'm an introvert, I'm an introvert. An introvert are people who have opportunities of mingling, opportunities of being an extrovert, and decided to stay introvert. Not the ones that did not have the opportunities. Like me, I would tell you I am an introvert because I have had opportunities where I could go clubbing 7 days, 7 nights with no question asked, but I would choose to sleep. I like quiet. I like not to be in a, I don't like being in a room of too much strangers, too much people. It does not freak me out. I just kind of like get easily irritated or agitated. Agitated is the right word for it. So that is how you know if really, because people misunderstand these things. I'm an introvert, I'm an introvert, I'm an introvert. It was because you did not have the opportunity to be an extrovert. 80% of people I know that lives in Europe, they were extroverts in Nigeria. But because there is no, today is Friday, where do you want to go? It's Friday, outside going to dinner or going to Brussels to hang out and go to club. What else? Except you are in a friends community where they are always getting married. Then you like, okay. So we are all introverts. But let the opportunity come to be an extrovert. You will see us shaking our butt in the yard on in a place. Let's say we go on holiday. There are people who claim to be introvert, but when they go on a holiday, it's like you let the cat out the bag. It's like you just open the door for the dog. So it is like that. There's just so much misconception when it comes to being an introvert or being an extrovert. So when people be like, "Oh no, I'm an introvert," I'm like, introvert don't need to tell you they are introvert. They see the opportunities, but they're like, no, I'd rather take this. So yeah, it is what it is. So being in for people who like stay single for a long time, it's really really difficult. Except you are really you can adapt. It takes you need to understand that adaptability is difficult. So for dating somebody who's been alone for a long time, it's difficult to actually like being in a relationship with, whether male or female. I know some friends who, after they had uh, family crisis or something, and they divorced, 2 months later, they were seeing somebody else and they are married. I know some who had the opportunity of being married or being in a relationship. They rather be one or single because they just like that their space. And these are things that as a therapist you get to see people talk about these things. This I don't this is not me talking about my client, but I know I had a client who was single, and then she had somebody that genuinely I could tell this person loved her, and she was unable to like open up to that person or warm up to that person because she got so used to being alone. And the person like, come, are you into this or you want me out? And you're like, no, but I like you, but I do not want to spend the night around you. Let's be spending the night at your place. And when the guy came, I told him, I'm like, you should know because this woman has been single for a long time. She's used to this being in this position. She's used to spreading on the bed by herself and sleep well all through the night without nobody touching her. So when you are used to that kind of life, it's kind of difficult to really want to be in a relationship with someone that is clingy and wants you in the bed all night. I remember telling him this and he was like, oh yeah, and it's true. And then they started like, okay, helping her, spending one night in 2 weeks at her place so that she get used to it. I think they dated for about 2 years or something. And then they got married. So you cannot be in a relationship 3 months and you're expecting the person to just adapt to what you are used to. So that's my opinion on that. So for people who are in a relationship right now, just stay there because when you start going, come out At some point, it's either you want to chase your career, or you just want to be in another relationship, or you want to be left alone. I know for a woman on TikTok, so she said she always told her mom that she wants to be a single parent. And the mom was like, why? She said, no, I just want my space. Blah, blah. And then she got into a relationship, which was going very well, got married, had a kid, a girl. And according to her story, so she and the husband couldn't like be together anymore and got divorced when the girl was like a year plus or something. And she was sharing like the girl is like almost 5 or 4. And now the girl's like, I'm so happy I'm a single mom. And I'm like, what? And then she explains it. I cannot judge her for that decision. It just means that this is what she wanted. She just like it's easier. She does not want to be cook for men cooking. She does not want to do the motherly things for a man anymore. She just want to be alone. So judging people because they of their what they want is an abnormal behavior. It's not a normal behavior. You can give your opinion, but yeah, even the opinion you should even keep it down. Keep it to yourself. So for me, that's why I do not judge like when you see somebody that is single for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and then you're judging them. It's just because they are used to be single. They are used to being alone, not single. Like I said, there's a difference between being alone and being single. I could tell my partner one day, like, I want to be alone. He's upstairs, I'm downstairs. That's me being alone. Does not mean I'm not in a relationship. I'm in a relationship, but at that point, I'm alone. So, and people like that, for you to be able to really win their heart, is to always give space. Even in relationship, in marriages, space is paramount. It is very important. You're If you are tagging with your partner everywhere he goes or everywhere she goes, he's going to get tired at some point, make them miss you. So that was what I would say. So if you're in a relationship with somebody who's been alone for a long time, it's just cut them some slack. There is too many I'm done in relationship these days. I'm telling you, you have no idea. People go out of love for the cheapest things. Things like he turned on the light while I was sleeping, which he shouldn't do, by the way. Or he did not come to bed with me and then I slept in a room alone, on bed alone. He does not love me anymore, which is babbadash, that's a lie. Doesn't mean the person doesn't. It just means the person is, yeah, trying to cope, trying to have their own alone time. I have someone who said, yeah, whenever her husband travels, when they come back, they miss each other so much, and it's like, yeah, it's like they've been, So that's my opinion on that, though. So the more you stay single or alone, the more you really want to be left alone. Doesn't mean you don't love the person. I mean, few years ago, maybe 10 years ago, I was living alone in Abuja, and I'm always excited when somebody comes to visit me. But when the person stays longer, I start to like, when are you going? When are you going? Like I said in my mind. And that goes for everybody. It was not just one person. It goes for my sister, my brother, my mom, even. Like, I, I just wanted that being alone. I'm very happy. It's me that is even calling them. Hello, when are you coming to visit me? When are you coming? When are you coming? And immediately they come. I'm excited for a day or two. And the third day, I'm already like, okay, I'm tired. When are you leaving? because I want that my space. I want to be alone. Does not mean I do not love them, but it takes understanding. It takes a lot for them to understand that Messi likes being alone. It takes work to understand. So they could be like, hello, princess. Hey, how is Australia today? Hey, princess, how is Australia? Good. How is the weather? I was told this is the warm season, right? Your winter season is when we are doing in when Belgium is in summer, you guys are doing winter. That's true, right? My Australia that was supposed to come. That was my first choice, to go to Australia. Yeah, it's turning season soon, summer season soon, you see? And now we are inside. Even this cloth I'm wearing is just for this video, but after this video, I'm going to wear something long, something cover up. But I've just wear this for this video. That is how cold it is. Even in the house, it's like 18 degrees, and you're like, no, 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 no. Turn it up to like 20, 22, something. But how you do? But it's true. How you doing though? How like how is it in like in what's the time now? It should be like 10 your time. It's like 10 your time, right? Yeah, 10 p.m. Yeah, I remember it was 11. I'm happy I came right on time to the live so you could stay more. Would you advise anybody to relocate to Australia outside it being far? I can't wait to visit. I really want to, because that was, it still not hurt me anymore though, but I still felt like I got the admission to come study my master's in Sydney, and then I didn't get a visa to actually stay, to come over. And it hurt me for a minute then, because you spent a lot of money trying to get the visa, and then it doesn't work, you're hurt. And it took them time to send my money back, so yeah. So, princess, we're talking about that the more people stay single or alone, is the more they want to be alone. What's your take on that? First of all, are you married, single, or living together? Because a lot of people like kind of like force relationship with people that are used to a certain lifestyle. After you've been alone for a very, very long time, and then you see a girl or a guy. Single as a Pringle. Why do you have to say it like that? Why do you have to say it like that? Is it by choice or is by force? Are you single by choice or is by force? You are being forced to be single. Maybe I should do single and mingle, right? What is the yes? Single by choice. Did you see? Okay, this is exactly what I was talking about, right? Let's say you become interested again in a relationship, right? And it won't want to take you time to adapt to being all the time with somebody on your bed. Won't it take you time? Because a lot of people kind of like be in a relationship with people who intentionally want to be alone. And then you expect so much from them. You just want them to be there for you, wake you up. They are used to being alone. Like she says, she's single by choice. Choice. She chose it. Maybe I should actually do single and mingle. I've been thinking about it for a while. Single, Talk with Mercy, Single and Mingle edition, where people meet people home and abroad. If you agree, say I. If you don't agree, say nay. Maybe I really would. The eyes have it. Oh my god. So for real though, because like I have a lot of people who complains. And I also made an example, even when people complain to me, I kind of make an example like I left home, I started living alone when I was 15 years old. Now I got used to living alone. So when I was like getting older, I had my own place and I told people like, oh, come visit me, come visit me. I'm easily excited to receive visitors. Immediately they stay 2 3 days. I'm already getting tired. I'm kind of like when are these people leaving? I'm getting agitated. I'll be getting angry over the slightest thing the person does. It does not mean I do not like the person or like their presence. It just means that I am so used to being alone that I want to be left alone. So if people understand that about a lot of people and relationship around them, trust me, we will be happy and be less judgmental to those people. Because then if somebody just stay more than 2 nights, I'm already like, when is this person going? When is this person going? But somebody who do not understand me be like, that girl, I said 2 days. She was already asking me when am I leaving? It's because I'm used to being alone. Anyway, that's where compromise comes in because maturity will now tell you be patient. This person is not going to live here forever. But maturity will also tell that person that when she acts in this way, just know that it's because she's been alone for a very long time. She's not used to having people around anymore. So be patient. Communication, that's where even communication comes in. So those are my opinion though. Those are my opinion because there's just too much judgment. In 2020, the highest 2020 2021 had the highest rate of divorce in the world. In the world. Why? Because people get to live with who they are married to. People get to live with their partner. I understand that I want my space. And then you are always seeing them all around. You go in the bedroom, they are there. The time you want to use the toilet, if you don't only have one toilet, is when they are like using it. Then so it was then it becomes like somebody's choking you. You now feel choked at that point. So that's what I would say. You now start feeling choked. So, but because people are like, yeah, you go to work in the morning, the person have that time to spare, there's no time when you are now living with somebody 100%. You're working from home, the other person is working from home, you're always bumping into each other. No time. There's always going to be issues because you are not used to that life. So cutting people some slack, especially those who wants to and has, complain of their spouse every minute. This woman, this man, he always complain. We will complain because we are not used to it. I remember then when I really started being in a serious relationship. I didn't know how to act. Like I literally will wake up and like, oh, today I'm going to do this without involving the other person. The other person will be like, I don't understand. Why are you leaving me? I'm like, oh, sorry, but I already have this plan. It's because I'm used to making decisions for myself. I'm used to being alone. I'm used to talking to myself. I'm used to being my own advisor. I'm not asking anybody, should I go here? Should I not go here? I make all my decisions. So You should understand that if I do not add you, it's not because I do not consider you or respect you as my partner. It's because of who I am. It's because of how I have lived. So yeah. Not many people will understand this though. I have people who also have been single for by choice. They are single by choice. They want to remain single by choice. Oh, I'm so tired. Why is this person always calling me? Anywho, it is what it is. Yes, princess, it is true. It's true. It is 1:13 p.m. 13 minutes past 1. It should be 13 minutes past 10 where you are. So, princess, were you in a relationship before and you decided to, I think it's best for me to be alone before I hurt somebody's son or daughter, or you just don't like the idea of being in a relationship? What's the story? Like everybody has a story, eh? Sometimes we see like, oh, at some point, I love to the point, eh? If you know me, you know I'm a lover girl. Nope. Oh, you just wanted to be, just want to be alone for life, or what's the plan? What's the story? Because if nobody hurts you before, and meaning you just don't want to be in a relationship. Because I know it's quite stressful to be in. I mean. She said, I don't know, to be honest. Which is true though. Some people don't know why they want to be single. I remember in my best friend, Princess, I was so single to the point that my best friend hooked me up with her husband's friend. I was saying no to every man that comes my way. Every man. Ete Emmanuel was her name. I love her so much. To the point she was like, why is Messi not married? Why is Messi not have marriage apparently? Why is Messi not having relationship? This woman single-handedly spoke to her husband's friend and went on a date with the guy. There is nothing wrong with him. He's an IT guru. Now he's relocated to the US. But I did not want. If you ask me, even then she would ask me, she said, Messi, you are too picky. You are too picky. What is going on? I will pray. She know how to pray. She will be praying. Rabababa. Oh God. Why is Messi not in a relationship? Anywhere they like when we should go to church on Sunday and they're like, oh, for single, she'll come out for me. There was no reason I would tell you I didn't want to be in a relationship. I had no excuse. No excuse, but I just didn't want it. It was not just doing it for me, to be in a relationship. So I get it. I totally get it. Sometimes it might be fear. Sometimes it might be control. Sometimes you might feel like there are things I'm enjoying right now when I go in a relationship. So sometimes it's just you've not thought about it. Because at that point in my life, I did not think about relationship. All I was thinking about was how to make movies, how to be, modeling and everything. I never thought about it. So I genuinely understand where you're coming from to say, I don't know why I'm single. But it's something you have to think of. Do you want to stay like this? Are you happier like this? Or you want to give relationship a try? Let me even try. Because that was how me started being in a relationship. I now start saying, this one that everybody is saying, Messi, go and be in a relationship. Go and be in a relationship. My friend even had to now introduce me to her husband's friend. Meaning it's getting serious. Let me even try the relationship. I now tried the relationship, oh, my sister. The first one, oh God Almighty, was good, takes care of me, but man, when the guy showed me Pro Max, he gave me Wahala Pro Max. I said I'll not do again. I literally told him I'm not doing it again. And I said, you know what? I'm leaving this whole country for you. And then I traveled out of Nigeria. And then how I became, then I got into another relationship, because the thing about relationship is like a spirit. Some do cast it out, some don't. Some you just want to be in a relationship. I tell you, because after the time I and my friend was always going back and front of she binding the demons, thinking it was my village people that didn't want him to have a boyfriend. I now was okay, let me give relationship a try. So I gave that relationship a try, which was not bad. I mean, I had my own role to play. Remember, I was not used to being with somebody. I was not used to somebody telling what to do. I was not used to carrying anybody along. I can leave the house in the morning and come back at night. Nobody is there to like explain where you went to, you know. I was used to that. So when I got into my like first official real relationship, mind you, I've had flings and all that, but which we didn't take seriously. This is how I got into really the dating game. So when I really started, when I really started that, okay, I want to be in a relationship, all that start kicking in. Like I don't want to go out and come in and somebody's expecting me to call. I don't want to like, yeah, seeing you talk to me even. Sometimes I just want to watch something with chips and everything, and then you not think, oh, I have a man to cook for. So all those were something like I now started experiencing, and yeah, and I started like being stubborn, like, yeah, I don't want to do that. No, 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 I don't want to eat that. No, 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 I'm not helping you cook. Da, 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 you know? So when the relationship packed up, I left because I told them, now so nowadays in Nigeria times, if you're not Nigerian, I literally were, yeah, is this how relationship people do it? You have to be accountable. You have to talk. If you guys are having issues, the man you want you to talk, or you will be talking, and then you now make you cry. I only cry in movies. I want to only cry in movies. I do not cry in real life. And then afterwards, my next relationship, okay, I was kind of like, okay, let's give this another shot. Then I got into another relationship. The guy also treated me really nice. But the questioning, where are you going to? Where are you coming from? Why are you doing your makeup? Sometimes I just want to lay down, and then you see hands moving towards you, and I'm like, is this how relationship is? I got tired. Like, I don't know how to explain it. And then the things, I'm like, I will not be asking, like, is this really how relationship is? And then you have to cook, and then you have to plan. You have to run everything through your partner. Like, I was running everything to my, the partner at the time. I'm like, hey, I'm not used to this kind of relationship. I'm used to just having my way. So those are some of the things people say. I'm like, you know what? I cannot do relationships just let me be single. Let's just go on a couple of dates, take care of ourselves, do the needful that our body needs, and then we're done. So those are some of the reasons. And then I became single again. And then I now miss the part of the accountability where, relationship, the man will be asking, where are you? How, what are we doing tomorrow? Bro, we didn't come to this life together. Why are you asking what are we doing tomorrow? I have what I want to do tomorrow in my mind. And afterwards, I think I now started getting used to it. The 6 years in a relationship, and I'm like, 6 years? Are you sure that was me? Oh my God. So relationship is not easy. It's not for the weak. It's not. Forget social media where you see this. Some days you just wake up, you don't even want to say hello to your partner. No matter how much you love, you just want that quietness. And then maybe that's when the demon that your partner is waking up to just want to disturb your life, to just want to start talking about the dream they had as if it's any of your business. Now, okay, I'm just gonna say how this is the same advice I gave to when the person asked me. I said the only thing is understanding timing. When you're dealing with somebody who's been alone for a very long time, lives alone, cook alone, eat alone, goes to work, come back and do everything by themselves, you give them time and be sensitive. There are ways you can ask the question that will make them think. There are ways you ask, like the Bible will say, soft answer, turn it away rot. When your answer is soft, when you are soft, your mind is soft. How about you doing? I'm not hungry. I had oh it's lunchtime. Okay, I only had very something light to eat. Okay, I'll do that after the live. Anyway, so that's why the Bible says soft answer turneth away wrath. So when you are dealing with somebody who has been alone for a very long time and then you get into a relationship with them, you understand them. You ask them, how's your life been in the last couple of years? After your last relationship, how did you do it? How can I help you? It's not complaining. Complaining is even going to make them want to like distance from you. This is what complaint does. It gives that person an idea of you that is not there. So when you start complaining like, oh, you don't want me to sleep past the night, you're always complaining, I put this here, I put this there, I put this there. It's because they were used to putting stuff where they want it to be and nobody moves them. I mean, my partner could leave this here. And I walk into this place and I'm like, why did you even put this here? I'm arranging the house and I put it here. So if it's somebody that has not lived with somebody before or a woman before, he will find it offensive. So give that partner time to help them. Okay, I'm now in a relationship. This woman can do crazy stuff, you know. Hey, princess, welcome back, my love. So give people time. Like when princess decides to say, okay, I don't want to be single again, get into a relationship, the partner needs to be patient with princess because princess is used to being alone. She's used to sleeping at a certain time, go to work at a certain time, eat whatever she wants. If she wants to eat chips to sleep, nobody's gonna question her. And then you just walk in like a pawn into her life and think, I'm going to ruin that. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work that way. So yeah, those are some of the stuff we talk about. So the longer a person stays single, the more they just want to be single, to be alone. They don't want to be cleaning after no man or whatever. So yeah. Guys, I really appreciate the way you come into my life and we talk and we arrange everything. This is like my retirement plan for me. So I really like it. Keep coming on my life. We'll talk about everything and anything. Question you want, yeah, let's talk. Please, it's Talk with Mercy. And I think I want to do single and mingle. I will do that in my live on YouTube the next time. I will create a banner for it like single and mingle. Come single, go away mingled. If that would work. Probably in the comment section, people will be like mingling. I think I should do that. I'm going to start doing that. Single and mingle. Now, note, I'm a Christian Nigerian woman. So if you're looking to find somebody that is non-Christian, or I don't think this will be the platform because I'm a Christian. I like to stay in that direction. So apparently if we do the single and mingle, it will be more of God's people. And no matter the age, I have people that are 50 that are single. I have people that are 40 that are single. I have 30 single. You know, so all age does not matter. So you can tell your brother, your father, Jesus loves you too, princess. Jesus loves you too. No, me, I know I carry Jesus on my head. So I cannot like say it. So if we are doing the program single and mingle in my next life, it's not something like you now be thinking Jesus will not be involved. Jesus is always involved, yo. If you know you want to remove Jesus out of the matter, it's not my life. You can come and do that. It's not my life. Like, I talk about Jesus every time, anytime, and everywhere. I do not care. I do not care. So yeah. So let's do that next time. My next live might probably be tomorrow. It's Saturday though, so people will join. I'm going to put a come single and go back mingled, if that's correct. Uh okay. Guys, I have to go. I need to know what this says. Thank you guys for joining my live. I will be back with more live. Do have I might even come back live today, but I just have some things to do right now. I'll be back with more live. Do have a lovely, lovely day. Bye.